I didn't even realize my mic was muted. Because I forgot I had muted my mic when I was recording my session last night. I only unmuted it briefly when I was on pace, just to get my reaction if I did finish the run. So I thought my mic was unmuted. But apparently it was not. I still gotta post my 082 reaction. I had such an over-the-top reaction to getting it. And it doesn't even all get picked up on the mic. You only hear what I say. You don't see what I do. And my reaction to my 082 last night was very over-the-top. Like, the messages I sent in full caps and the audio from my reaction don't give it justice. Yeah, I even said thanks for the good luck, Slasher, and you didn't respond back, which you typically don't after I say that. So I was just expecting. I just suspected you heard what I said and just didn't say anything afterwards. So it didn't even give me any hints I was muted. Slowed down too much. I'll see the S2 to see if it's even worth continuing. Yeah, it's not worth continuing. The world record currently is 359.987 by tech. I did create some text info for like my splits and my sob, and how to tell if I'm tied with world record or even ahead of it out of section 2 and 3. I have to put those up on the screen because I completely forgot about them. I set them up yesterday. I do have to edit the one from my PB and my sob though, because I think those are both off. There's videos that get uploaded to MkWorld record, the MkWorld Records channel. you can. They post. I think they post a video like every couple days of the leaderboards. Let's see. Yeah, that one's not very accurate, and the thing's kind of blocking the screen. You can see it there. It's got to edit it. It's gonna make some edits to this stuff real quick, just so that way it's visible. Yeah, and that sob is a decent bit off. See, that needs to be a 961. That needs to be an 869. And that needs to be 760. Yeah, and then that's the paces. Oh yeah, that S3 BKS is really funny. It's also really good. My PB, my 082, yeah, gets an 893. So I've been getting some really crazy S3s. And fun fact, there's still an edge trick in S3 I don't go for in runs because it's very situational. Like, I have to have the right alignment releasing the SMT on the final turn of S2 to even attempt going for it. I've only had the right alignment a couple times, but I haven't ever actually managed to hit it. Tex managed to get it a couple times when he was still going for sub 4, and it was really cool. It actually saves so much time. Like, if I hit it and then play my 869, it's basically like a 790 S3 instead of an 869. It's not actually, because you can get around pace lock. It's just unbelievably precise. You have to get 3 coins from the coin ring in S2 during water section. But again, it's unbelievably precise. But if you get it, you don't have to worry about getting pace locked. So my S1 and S2 can stay as they are, since rather than combining them into one combined split, since that's what I can theoretically hit on both sections at best if I get triple coin, which I have only attempted it a few times, and I've only gotten close to getting it a couple times, but I've never actually gotten it. Yeah, my S2 BS and my S4 BS, I have not improved them in so long. The S2 one I haven't improved since right before I set my 400206. In the 834, I got in a fluked S4 that failed the PB by like a frame. Back when I still had like my 490 or something. So both of those haven't been improved in ages. And S2 can really only be improved if my S1's ridiculously slow, and then I proceed to play a really fast S2. So my S4 is really the only one that can realistically still go down outside of S1. But my S1 can still go down. I've been on S1 BKS before. S1 BKS is a 936. I failed an S1 BKS pace yesterday. It would have been like a low 9.3x or a high 9.2x if I were to take a guess. Because I failed the charge jump chain right before the last couple turns. Because there was a charge jump that got added in there, and I failed to chain that properly. Because I released it like a little bit too late, and I ended up losing time off of it, but the S1 still ended up being like a 9.8x or something. So it was still a 58.98 or 58.99, one of the two. So if I'd gotten that charge jump chain, that would have been an easy BKS. Zace in Third World Wide's actually really close to getting S1 BKS. He's even closer than I am. He hit a 950 last night, which is only 14 milliseconds away. So it was a really crazy S1. Zace's combined sob is actually 30 milliseconds faster than mine is. Because his combined sob is a 359 730. Tech's combined sob is 691. And my sob's just like ridiculously carried by S3 and S1. Like, if I matched Tech's world record S4, that would basically knock my sob straight down to 0.6. This is pace. This is, I think, BKP. I don't actually know what BKP is, but that has to be it. And I missed the edge trick, bro. I still PB'd? Oh my god. Bro, what? I PB'd while failing edge trick. If I didn't go for it, that was gonna be sub. If I didn't go for it, that was sub. I could have subbed without it, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my fucking god. There's no way, dude. That is actually insane. I just freaking did that. I wasn't expecting to be that fast, dude. Let alone get it while failing the edge trick. That run is easily hard carried into S4, and then the S4 just sucks. That's freaking ridiculous, dude. Literally, if I hit that edge trick, that's world record. It's just fucking world record. I just had to hit it, and that would have been like low 0.9, dude. That would have been like low to mid 0.9. That's actually fucking insane. Let me grab the splits. Because I gotta grab them anyways. That run was really good into S4, and then I drove a really good S4, and I missed final S4 edge trick. If I hit the edge trick, or even if I didn't go for it, that could have been record. So S1 was 59,008. S2 is definitely like a low 0.2, if I remember correctly. No, it's a mid 0.2. 51,247. And then S3 was at 53,899. I remember because it was barely 0.8. And then let's get my S4. That was a 901 S4. All right. Let me add those into OBS. There we go. So already improved. I was not expecting that. Literally, I wasn't. I'll be getting back into runs in just a second. Dude, look at this. This is ridiculous. 68 milliseconds away. Okay. Alright, let's go back in. I was not expecting to PB that fast, dude. I literally wasn't. That took only about an hour. Just about an hour, dude, to get to frickin' PB. If I hit that final edge trick, that's easily a very low 0.8 S1 or S4 or very high 0.7. So it's an immediate BS. It's not BK. It won't be BK. It wouldn't have been BKS, but it would have been pretty damn close to it. Because BKS is a 765. And that would have been very high 0.1, or very high 0.7, or very low 0.8. Somewhere in that ballpark. The crazy thing is, I thought that run was dead. I wasn't even that nervous. Like, I actually wasn't even nervous, because I thought the run was dead. After I went pretty wide on the hairpin turn after second edge trick, I thought the run was just dead. Like, I did not give that run any credit for being able to PB. Literally just get back there on that same pace and hit the edge trick, and that's world record. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm just mentioning it right now for everybody in chat. If I'm on record pace, and I know I am, and I hit that final S4 edge trick, you better turn volume down, because I'm about to. If that happens, I'm about to absolutely fucking destroy my mic. because I'm about to have the loudest fucking pop-off I have had in years if I get this. Slow S1. Just get a really fast S2 and we should be good. Never mind, missed a trick. Thanks for the GG on the PB. Literally, if I didn't go for that final edge trick, I probably could have subbed. I don't know if it would have been world record. It would have been ridiculously close. But I think I might have barely had record if I did get it. Because missing that edge trick loses like 0.1 or something, and not going for it, I think loses. I think not going for it compared to failing it, or compared to going for it and failing it, probably loses like somewhere in the ballpark of like I don't know, like probably 70 milliseconds or something. I don't know the exact numbers. I know it's not 0.1. But I know going for it and failing it, it loses 0.1. Or somewhere in that ballpark. And literally, if I get back on that same pace and I just hit the edge trick, then I end up pretty easily beating out Tech's record. Mini little grind there. That's a fast S1. I gotta slow down a ton, though. Unless I get triple coin. But yeah, screw it. I'll try to get it. Now I only got 1 coin. Wario. The coins thrown out of the train are after the water section. They're in S2 are a pace lock. If you don't go for triple coin, then you have to slow down or get pace locked. But if you get the triple coin, you don't have to slow down. But it's unbelievably precise to get it. Like, I believe Tech only ever got triple coin 1 single time with Bulldozer out of all of the times he ever attempted it. He was pretty much going for it every single attempt. And he only ever got it 1 single time on Bulldozer. He said he got it like 5 or 6 times roughly on Real Racer, but Real Racer's slower. So, can't use it. Yeah, Wario is the only other character that has the same stats as Wiggler as far as I know. I'm just using Wiggler because Wiggler's first appearance as a playable character, I think, was in Mario Kart 7. So I gotta pick the Mario Kart 7 rep. Also, Wiggler's just kind of goated, I won't lie. Oh yeah, and if I do get any runs into S4 on pace, for record, it's not a run until I hit the second edge trick, so don't get your hopes up until I hit it. Because there's always the chance I get to the second edge trick and I just miss it. So once I hit it, then it's a run. Wario's got one funny line. He says wahooey sometimes, and that's pretty funny. Like, I believe Flurry's the only player in the top 10 that uses Wario, and he's been hard sticking to Wario. I gotta praise the commitment. I keep slowing down too much. I gotta risk it a bit more. See if this runs pace. Nah, missed SMT. It's not pace. Why was which run a reset? Usually, if I'm resetting somewhere in S2 or S1, or usually I reset in S2, but if my pace is too slow. Yeah, if I reset in S2, it's most likely just because I think my pace is too slow. I usually can judge it based on how close I am to getting pace locked when the train throws out the 2 coins for pace lock. If I barely don't get pace locked, like the coin hits the back side of my cart but I still grab it, then I keep those kinds of runs going. But if the coin lands on the ground and stops before I even get to it, then I just slow down too much and I reset the run. If it's somewhere in the middle, I kind of just judge it based on how far ahead of the ghost I am out of S2. Like I'll usually continue a run if I'm more than 1.05 ahead of the ghost, because that's a pace I can work with. Ideally, I'd be tied with world record, but Tech's S1 plus S2 is really good. So I'm not forcing myself to always be tied with or ahead of Tech into S3, because then I would never get runs going. But yeah, the numbers I've got there for paces, if the number is higher than those numbers into S3 or into S4, then I'm at minimum tied with record, or I'm ahead of it. If the number matches exactly to what I've got there, I'm tied. If it's a bigger number, like I'm further ahead than that pace, then I am ahead of record. I did spend the time to go figure those out. And by spend the time, I mean I did enough runs until I got tied with Tech out of S3, and then I just wrote it down, and then I got tied with Tech out of S4 and out of S3, and I wrote it down. And hopefully the audio isn't too bad. I don't know if I made myself too loud. I know my mic can pick up on bits and pieces of my breathing. I don't really know how to fix that. That's just always been a continuous problem. Okay. See a good S3 now. Needs to be faster than Tex. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that I slowed down too much. Hardest lap to drive? Are we talking in general or for me? Because my answer changes depending on which one. Well, actually, I mean, not really. My answer kind of stays the same. I would say S2 or S4. S2 only until triple coin becomes consistent because you have to intentionally slow down to not get pace locked if you don't go for it. S4 is just long and at the very end of the run, and you gotta hit 3 edge tricks. And generally you're gonna be very nervous or under pressure. S1 probably S1 and S3 probably have, well, yeah, I think S1 and S3 probably have the most tech. Like, at least roughly, they probably have the most tech. But I don't think they're too incredibly bad. The hardest lap for me personally is S4, and it's not even because it's not even because of edge tricks or anything. It's because I have terrible nerve control. It is very easy to tell when I'm nervous just by watching how I drive. And nerve control has never been my strong suit. Like, my 0.55 here was literally world record pace into the final edge trick of S4, and I missed it. I hopped and I missed it. If I had gotten it, I'd have world record right now. And I didn't even know that I was on pace. Like, I thought the run was dead before I even got there, so I just wasn't nervous. And I just mistimed the hop. S1's gonna be a bit slow. I say a 0.64 slow, never mind. I didn't even think that was gonna be 0.0. I thought that was gonna be low 0.1. If I hit that charge jump, it's another 58 S1. Nice, that's a very good pace. Only 13 milliseconds behind tech. One of my closer paces. This S3 is gonna be sketch. I don't think this is pace. Yeah, not pace. Kind of surprised that S3 was a point 2, but I guess hitting the wall just lost that much time. Yeah, my nerves are really bad. I have diagnosed anxiety, and not just normal, not just like any kind of not just like anxiety. I have like severe anxiety, and I don't know if I feel like that contributes to just making my nerves even worse. Because then I just start overthinking about and dreading the run failing, and it just makes me even more nervous. So I have to fight through normal nerves and anxiety nerves, or just stress from my anxiety. Which is why I usually just shut up and take deep breaths, because that usually helps calm me down a little bit. Like, that was pretty much the first thing I always do when I'm on pace. At the very start of when I cross the line into S4 and I see I'm on pace, I just take a deep breath to try and calm myself down. I think I slowed down too much again. Oh no, I did. Okay. Well, I probably slowed down a bit too much, but my ending was just good. Nah, that's bad. That's not gonna work. How is that not SMT? That would have been such a good run if that was SMT. Not too fast. Hey, what's up, Goku? I was really confused for a second when I saw the account name and you had Goku 7 in parentheses. I have a hard time playing well against my ghost or X ghost. I play far better when I have a ghost I can really easily off-screen. Plus, the ghost that I'm racing has a semi-decent S1 for old strats. So it's just a good pace detector out of S1. After that, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. The most I use it for after I get out of S1 is just knowing my pace into S3 and S4. Me when I get the meme edge trick. Me when I get the mysterious 0.1 time loss. Like, I did try racing my personal ghost for a little bit, like a couple days ago, but I wasn't having a whole lot of luck, to be entirely honest. I'm not sure what you mean by leaning forward. Are you talking about, like, the direction I'm inputting? If so, just for whatever reason, I think down-tricking... I think, like, for whatever reason, down-tricking is a little bit faster. Or, well, doing anything but an up-trick. On a decent amount of these tricks, for whatever reason, is just better than doing an up-trick. So I usually just down-trick them. And it really only applies to S1, just because I think S1 has like the most tricks in the run or something. You also have to delay your tricks a little bit. From what I've gathered from people talking about, I think Starview TTs, or whichever track it was. I don't remember which track it was, but I know somebody had mentioned that you want to delay trick on uphill sloped ramps. So you can also save a tiny little bit by delay tricking as much as possible. So I just combine that with my down trick. And my capture card decided to lock up and freeze. Well, that's just fantastic. Hold on one second. I don't know why my capture card's deciding to be a nuisance. It's like the third time it's locked up and frozen during the stream. It locked up and froze the moment I went live, and then did it probably like 45 minutes ago. So I don't know what's going on with my capture card. I have a bad habit of missing delay tricks. I have a very bad habit about it. I'll just lock up and just not input the trick button. Because I am used to delay tricking at a very specific timing, and if I don't do it at that specific timing, I just don't hit the button. That's not gonna work. There's been so many things from 7 that I've been conditioned to do that is killing runs for me in World. Like I don't know if it feels like it for you either, Goku, but for me, it feels like the startup boost timing is ever so slightly later than it is in 7. It just feels that way for me. Like, I don't know if I'm just crazy or not, but it feels like it's slightly later, and I just keep burning out because of it. And then, the delay drift timing, oh, that one's been throwing me off even more. Just because, like, I don't think delay drifting matters as much in this game, but you still want to do it in spots, and sometimes when I do it, because the timing at 7 was you waited till the cart hit the ground and then you input your direction. Well, if I do that in this game, I charge jump. I start a charge jump. And so that's just been killing runs too, because I'm so conditioned to delay drift on that timing. And I'm pretty sure 8 Deluxe and 8U reinforced that happened and just made it worse. Nah, that wasn't gonna work. I guess it might just be a skill issue on my part. It just feels like the timing is slightly later in this game compared to 7. That's just how it feels for me. So it might just be a skill issue. I think it's the 4th time already I've gotten the mysterious 0.1 time loss. Like, just for whatever reason, when you do that second delay trick there, sometimes you just lose 0.1. I don't know why it happens. I don't know what's causing it. I wish I knew, but I do not know. So I just, ever since day 1, have been losing 0.1 there for what feels like no reason. I did not think I was getting 2 points there. I thought I was too far right. I think I slowed down too much again. I'll continue it just to see if S3 is good, but if S3 is not good, I might just restart. Unless I could pull out like an insane S4 right afterwards. That's not gonna work. Clip the side of the track. It's not gonna be a pace until I get to S4, Aaron. And even then, I have to hit the second edge trick before it's really considered a run. The two edge tricks there actually are not as hard as they look, to be entirely honest. I might just be built different or something, I don't know, but I started trying to do them when I had a 401 320, and I figured out how to do them consistently in like 5 minutes. Granted, I was doing it kind of slow, but I was still saving time with them. Getting them really good definitely is harder. Because you have to get both tricks in a very specific way, because if you don't get them in a specific way, like the first edge trick of the two, it's very easy to just lose 0.1 roughly for like no reason, because you tricked in like an incorrect way. The second one isn't as bad. The second one's actually pretty lenient. I've tricked pretty far right, to the point where it didn't even look like I drove over the edge of the track, and I still got the edge trick. Like, the second one is very lenient. The first one is the problem. Just because you have to approach it at a weird angle. I don't even remember what my S1 was, I'm just guessing on slowing down. I guess that works. I'll keep this one going. Too early. Thanks for the good luck, JCP. Yeah, I mean, with the two S3 edge tricks, I might just be built different. I mean, that's probably just it. Like, it was not very hard for me to figure them out. Like, I had watched Tech go for them enough in live runs, and then also just watched his Ghost enough times that I kind of just tried the lines he did, and I just got it. Okay. That was like a couple frames off charge jump. Yeah, badass one. I can still make this work though. I need S2 to be really good. I think we're risking it. No, I was still too slow. Yo, Spezzy, thanks for the good luck. Jimmy is telling me sub or riot, dude. Mr. Dino Straw Republic is demanding sub or he's gonna riot. That means I gotta get sub because I don't want Jimmy rioting. I remember when 3DS RR got announced for I think it was Wave 3 that he was also saying that he was gonna riot if I didn't get 3DS RR world record. That was very close to face lock. And I missed the SMT. I just need to stop missing the SMT when I get close to face lock, dude. Yo, Isaac got sub 156 on Sky High. Gotta give him a congrats. I usually just keep the world record announcements channel open when I'm streaming, just to see if anybody gets world record improvements. Because usually there's a few during my streams. Oh yeah, Spezzy, since you're here, I gotta ask, how is Great Question Block Ruins TT? On like a scale of cancerous. I've debated trying it because I feel like I'm gravitated towards tracks that are just pain. Slowed down too much. Yeah, it's still pace. We'll take it. The S2 is good, bar the slowdown for pace lock. Yeah, Great Question Block Ruins just looks like a track that most people aren't gonna like TTing. I kind of just gravitate towards what end up being like cancerous tracks, or just tracks with really hard strats for whatever reason, because I might hate myself a little bit. I'm not surprised, Goku. Isn't it like 1 AM in the Netherlands or something? Or midnight? Hopefully you haven't been up for too long. If you gotta sleep, you don't need to stay up to watch my stream. Almost up 58. Ruining my fun with it by not giving me the 58. Oh, ouch. Ah, still was too fast. I ain't gonna lie, Spezzy, I've been debating playing Beach. I wanna play Beach Stadium, even though that looks horrible. I may or may not have a problem. But I'm also the same person that decided it was a great idea to play Daisy Hills in MK7 and go for 137. So I am not a very intelligent person. I usually pick very horrible tracks to TT. And then the horrible tracks that I TT are also the ones I'm like really good at. But Grant, to be fair, Daisy Hills, I'm not even really good at Daisy Hills, I just got lucky. Fucking balloon boost, dude, pisses me off. Anytime Daisy Hills gets brought up, I get sent to a fucking rage. I hate that track, dude. I think I got a midpoint 0, so I just slow down a little bit. Still down too much. Koopa Troopa Beach just looks horrible. I don't know if I even want to play that. The shroom looks horrible to do. Logan's crazy for going for record on that track, dude. And on top of playing Daisy Hills in 7, I also decided to grind Baby Park 150 in 8 Deluxe. I think I still have worldwide tops there. I've had worldwide tops on that in that category like 5 or 6 separate times across the game's history. And I think I'm still like 5th or 6th worldwide. And I could get sub 102 if I really wanted to suffer. I do not know what tweaker means. I am an uncultured Gen Z. Oh, I'm crazy. Okay, that's fair. That is very fair. I make very poor choices in tracks to play. Like, in all honesty, I don't even think RR is a hard track to TT, strat-wise. Like, none of the strats are, like, incredibly hard, it's just a long track. That's the only thing I think that sucks about this track, in terms of TTing and grinding it, is just it's a 4-minute track. I personally don't have a problem with it, because RR is just my whole thing. I like RR regardless of the length, or the strat difficulty. There's another midpoint 0. I was correct. I'm pretty sure I was correct. That's usually the amount I slow down for midpoint 0. S2 is a bit slower than I wanted, but it's fine. I can kind of adjust to most of any combo. I'm used to low handling big combos from 7, and I can handle setups with higher handling because of 8 Deluxe. So I can kind of handle both. I do know one track I will not be touching for a while on top of Koopa Troop Beach is, I believe, is Mario Bros. Circuit. I just don't know. I don't know, man. I do not. I see that track and it just looks like pain. Very short TT, but looks like there's just a bunch of painful strats. Just try to ride those walls. Funnily enough, the only other track I've TT'd is Whistle Stop Summit, because I'm apparently an idiot. My time's incredibly bad too. I got it in handheld mode when I was in Los Angeles for a work trip. So the run's absolutely atrocious. It's like a 210 or something. It's so bad. I cannot play this game in handheld. I need to focus a little bit. I'm not getting a lot of paces right now. I think I'm gonna focus for a little bit. just runs a pace. It's just got that S and T late. My S3 is going to be slightly affected by it. It's not record pace unless this S4 is like really fucking good. It has to be BKS. But that's not gonna happen, so I'll just try for PB. What? I don't even know what that was. Dude, Logan got Sky High Sunday record? What the hell? I was not expecting Logan to just come out of nowhere and snipe that. But I guess he's also live streaming, most likely. So he's probably been doing runs on that track for a bit and I just didn't notice. I improved my S1 BS by like 2 milliseconds. $9.59. That's about what I expected that S2 to be. Even though it could have been way faster. And I didn't trick. Okay. Classic Argon locking up and not hitting the trick button. Gotta change that S1. There we go. Slob is 758 now. Not a big improvement, but a tiny one. Oh, well, I almost saved that. slow. Slower than what I want. But we'll try. I am not going to question how that hit the side of the track. Trying for pace lock is just always so annoying because I'm always either slightly too fast and thus didn't slow down enough for pace lock, or I slowed down too much for pace lock. I don't really ever get that that happy middle where I slow down exactly enough. Like the only disadvantage to racing this Ghost, but I still have like a rough idea of how much to slow down, even without needing a Ghost that does slow down for pace lock. If I get around a mid 59.1, then I don't have to really slow down basically at all in order to deal with pace lock. S3 feels slow. I don't know why. Yeah, that's slower than I was expecting. Oh well, that was about actually what I expected, but still nice. I can at least try for PB. Yeah, not even a good S4. The run wasn't even base, unfortunately. That S4 apparently sucked. And I probably know why it did. I can generally tell by the time I enter the final glider, leading into the once I enter the glider leading into the final section, I can kind of tell how good, whether or not the S4 is good. And I just go based off like the pacing of the music by the time I'm entering that section. That S4 was slow for some reason. But I think I know why. The hairpin turn wasn't very good. Ended up going pretty wide. I might have also gotten the second edge trick a little too early. Like it felt kind of early when I got it. Because getting it saves time in general, but getting it later rather than earlier saves more time, from what I've gathered. So I want to get a later trick, not an earlier trick. Oh yeah, and if anyone's in the MkWorld TT server, if I end up getting world record while you're in the chat, you're welcome to screenshot and send it in the server, because I'm gonna be popping off too fucking hard to send it for like 5 to 10 minutes. So you're welcome to screenshot and send it for me, and then just get rid of it once I do actually send it myself. Because I will eventually send it myself, but I'm going to be popping off way too fucking hard for the first, like, 5 to 10 minutes after I get it to send it. Okay. That's a new one. Got the trick and smacked into the wall right as I tricked, so got launched even higher into the air. I don't even know why I try to cut the path switch that close. Like, it reduces my airtime slightly, but it's not like a big time save. surprised this that run's actually still pace. That S2 felt slow. Come on, dude. It's actually so insulting to go for that trick and then smash into the trick ramp and lose like a third of a second. I'm not gonna question that beginning, I'm just gonna roll with it. That's slow as hell. That's like a 0.1 time loss. I guess it slowed me down properly. I don't even know what any of that S2 was, dude. And I would have kept it going if it was pace, but that just was not pace. I keep messing that up, dude. I might have to just rewind and start practicing that if I can't get it. I just keep throwing my runs to that. I either hit the trick ramp, or I trick too early, or I trick too late. I don't know why I didn't trick. I was hitting the trick button. Yeah, that missed trick lost me so much time. Unironically, like over 0.1 to missing that trick. Welcome back, Aaron. Ah, that's a terrible run. Way too fast. I thought I lost in more than enough time at the chain jump for Shroom because it didn't feel like I got launched. It didn't feel like I got the launch. So I thought maybe I'd lost a decent amount of time, so I just swung right a little bit less than I usually do. An effort was made. That was still too little? Okay. Apparently I'm just getting the chain jump with the Shroom. Apparently I'm just getting the launch and I just don't realize I am. That is slower than I thought it was. Okay, it works. But it's not world record pace, it's at least PB pace. That run would have been record pace if I got the frickin' charge jump chain, but I fucked it up and charge jumped too late because I keep hesitating. Because I don't want to release it too early. Be when I burn out 3 times in a row. Wiggler giving you a speed boost if he was red would be too OP. Nice S1. Come on, dude, please! One's dead. It's like a 0.2 or a 0.3 S3. Yeah. Loses 0.3, like I said. I'll just try for S4 BS. Nope. Didn't even get second edge trick. Going outwards for the 3 coins at the end of S2 loses way too much time to go for it. You sacrifice like 0.6, 0.7 in order to go for those coins. And you don't have enough time to gain that back. The time loss is just a rough guesstimate based on when I've tried it in practice runs, where my practice run had a good S2 until I missed a coin and had to go for the backups. So my number could be either exactly right or be a decent bit off. I just know it loses a lot. So there's not really a whole lot of reason to go for it. Can I stop missing that SMT? That's like the 7th time this session I've missed it. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong to miss it. There's no coin that you can get earlier that would make going out for those 3 coins worth it. Going out for those 3 coins is just not worth it in general. It's not an RNG coin, it's just a pace-locked coin. And there's already a strategy to cut it out anyways. It's just really precise. It's not RNG, it's just precise. Okay. I'm not even gonna question what just happened there. I didn't even know you could wall ride there. Or at least, if I did, I'd, like, never see it. What is the exact same? I've taken a complete reverse on pace lock, because yesterday night I was barely not getting pace locked like every single attempt, but now this time I'm like just slowing down way too much every single time. Yeah, I slowed down way too much. I just need to slow down less. I just need to risk it and start actually being too fast. And then start slowing myself down slightly from there. I'm not going to get paces unless I am risking pace lock. I can't just whip out and intentionally lose way more time than I need to just to not get pace locked. I gotta like actually accept just getting pace locked. Yeah, I'd be on better pace right now if I didn't slow down so much for pace lock. I literally could have gone close to about 100 milliseconds faster if I didn't slow down so much. Like, seriously, I just need to stop slowing down like a billion miles. Like, that's a lot better. my god, dude. I'm just gonna swing, like, way off to the right from now on around that, when I'm going up for that track, even if I fly off the track because of it. Because I just keep freaking managing to fuck up that trick. Slowed down way too much again. Could have been like could have been close to like 50 to 70 milliseconds faster. Yeah. Could have been about 100 milliseconds faster. This run's not even PB pace. Only way it can be brought back is to match my frickin' PB's S3 and then drive a crazy S4. S3 is not even good. Yeah. It's not sub 54, it's not good to me anymore. I'll try for S4 BS, but I'm not feeling confident. Yeah, punted off the track. I thought I was gonna fall off there. RIP. Would have been could have been S1 BKS or at least a BS if I had not jumped. Yep, slowed down too much. Way too much. Like 150 milliseconds too slow. On. One second, I am messing with something. I'm gonna try something. I might have to cut stream. My eyes feel sore as hell. Like, I can't really focus on the screen. We'll see. But yeah, my eyes feel really sore. Like, they feel like I need to sleep sore, which doesn't make any sense because I literally got more than enough sleep last night. I ended up getting like 6-7 hours of sleep. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to cut stream. My eyes are acting so sore as if I need to sleep. So I'm just gonna cut stream. Hopefully I can get some runs tomorrow. And get record tomorrow. Catch you guys later.